everyone, I'm Lindsey Smith, that's Jevon Carter, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Outlet Podcast. Also, happy Halloween! It's spooky season. Jevon, we just had a little tiny conversation about Halloween. Care to share your go-to costumes when you were a kid?
My pajamas.
But a little bit of context. It was like the onesies that had like the feet on the bottom.
Yeah.
We talking Spider-Man, Superman?
Batman.
All of them?
Robin.
Okay.
Yeah. Ninja Turtles.
I gotta know though, like, why'd you stop celebrating Halloween so early? You said you were like 6-ish.
I got too big for onesies. When I stopped wearing onesies, I stopped celebrating Halloween.
You just weren't really into the whole like going out and getting a costume and dressing up?
Yeah.
Okay, well there's a big Halloween party coming up / birthday party. It's like a yearly tradition that Devin Booker throws a birthday Halloween party. So what are you thinking? Because you have to dress up for this one. Do you need them to send you some ideas?
I think I'm gonna just go get a mask.
Okay.
And just wear all black.
Well, are you gonna do like a Jason mask or like Freddy Krueger?
Whatever I see in the store.
Anything, whatever pops up.
Whatever pops up.
So safe to say Halloween is not your holiday.
Not at all.
So what is your holiday then?
Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Okay, those are two solid choices
Yeah.
too. And they're always surrounded food,
And
which
family.
is always a good thing. Yeah,
Food and
and
family.
family.
Yeah.
Always a positive. All right, Jevon, let's get into it here with the Suns. Brand new opportunity, brand new team for you. How much are you enjoying this?
I'm loving it. I'm loving Phoenix, loving the coaching staff, loving the team. I just love being here, honestly, and I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah, you told us the other day after opening night you were on the phone with your brother and you said you felt like a kid again, just being out there on the court because you were just so happy. Is it just the teammates? Is it just being back playing basketball again? What is it that's making you feel like a kid again?
It's a lot, honestly. Last year was a very rough year for me, on and off the court, mentally, emotionally, just everything. It was a struggle season, and just being able to go out there and just kind of play like start over. It's just like a fresh start for me. Mm-hmm. So it's like I said, it really feels like I'm just a kid again, just out there being on that court, just having fun, playing hard, doing whatever I can to help my team.
We are loving having you here too. And so with Suns Twitter, there has been so much happening on Suns Twitter lately. Everyone is responding so well and so positively to it. How much are you enjoying the Suns fan base so far?
I'm loving them. I was happy that when I started hyping them up, they actually started getting hyped. I was definitely happy about that. You'll never want to hype up the crowd and you just get a few claps.
I know, right? That's always really awkward. No, one of our longtime radio broadcasters, John Bloom, last night on the postgame show was like, I don't think I've ever seen anybody in a really long time be able to get the crowd as hyped up as you did last night, except for Suns Gorilla, the mascot. So, and I mean, he's a staple. So if you are on the same page as Suns Gorilla with getting the fans going, that's a good start for sure.
Tell the Suns Gorilla he got some competition.
Right. Coming for his job. So what is that like with the fan base? I know you sent out some tweets today, but just like how much do you feed off of that energy that they bring night in and night out?
We need that, because every time we go on the road and play somewhere, their fans be hyped up, it be packed in there, and it's just like wow, like you want that feeling when you're at home. It's like, so we know how that feel on the road, and I just want that feeling at home. I come from like West Virginia, that's how it was. Those people, they love the basketball atmosphere. They just coming in, show up every night, cheer loud, and then when I give them that extra boost, they just get louder.
We definitely need to bring that back here in Phoenix, get that going again. Okay, so you mentioned just how much you're enjoying your new teammates and the coaching staff. So let's talk about each of those a little bit. Coaching staff first. Monty's style, what is it about him that just brings it out of you guys? How would you describe who he is as a coach?
I don't know. It's like playing. How can I put it? It's kind of just like having a leader. It's like whatever he say, you believe it. Mm-hmm. no matter what he says, you believe
Is
that
it just because
it's gonna
he says
work.
it with such conviction, or what is it?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'll be sitting there when we having our film session. He just be talking. I'll be like, it kind of like feel like when you be in church and like the preacher is preaching,
like, yes,
and you
that's
like,
it.
yeah, you
That's
just
it.
feel it. It's like every time he talk, he just get everybody. We just be like, you right. Yeah, you right. He like
I love
he
this
is
description
right.
so
That's how it
much.
be. So it's like you just gotta go out there and just play
Just
with that
run through a
passion.
wall for
Yeah.
him. Oh my
You
gosh,
have to.
I love that so much. Okay, so one of the things that really stood out to me about Coach in terms of him discussing you with us throughout the last couple weeks is it's not so much a comparison, just parts of your game that remind him of other players or other people. So I'm going to read you this list of people and players that he has. Compares isn't the right word, but something along those lines too. And you tell me what you think of this and maybe which one's your most favorite. So we have Daryl Armstrong, Patrick Beverly, Derek Harper, and Eddie Haskell. Do you know who Eddie Haskell is?
Nah, I've heard his name before.
It's the kid from Leave It to Beaver. Now, let me give you a little bit of context here.
No wonder man.
The reason why he said that is because on defense, you're always doing something. So that's why he kind of was like reminded of Eddie Haskell is because that kid was always up to something. And when you play defense, you are always up to something. Okay, so now that you have those 4 names, which one's your favorite? Which one are you like, whoa, Coach, hold on.
Name him one more time.
Eddie Haskell, Daryl Armstrong, Patrick Beverly, and Derek Harper.
I mean, I don't know. Like you said, comparison isn't the right word.
Right, it's just like nuances of your game that he's also seen in those players, sort of a thing. So it's not a total package, just like bits and pieces. A lot of times.
I mean, if that's the case, you can say that about anybody.
This is true.
You can see anybody do anything and be like, oh yeah, he got some of that. Yeah. So.
Okay, that's fair. I think my favorite is Eddie Haskell, obviously just because it's not a basketball player, and I think the description of why was really great.
Because he always up to something.
Always up to something. Well, speaking of Patrick Beverly, he's quite the trash talker. We saw it Saturday night. You were letting him have it a little bit too, though. Are you a trash talker?
Nah, I don't really trash talk. Nah.
No, we keep it pretty quiet.
Yeah, I don't, because it's just basketball. It's no point to me, honestly. It's like last night when I got the technical foul. Mm-hmm. Me and Ingles didn't even say nothing to each other, and I got a tech. I was like, see, this is why I don't talk. This is exactly why I don't open my mouth.
Right. So not really into trash talking at all.
Nah.
Okay, fair. Okay, now let's talk about your new teammates. Who has become a fast friend of yours? Who have you bonded with the most so far?
I don't know. It's a bunch of us, honestly, because we're all really young. So it's like when we do stuff, we kind of do stuff in groups. But I would say probably me and DeAndre.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. What is it about your guys' personalities and that just kind of clicked? I mean, he's a goofball.
Yeah, he is. And I'm also like that, too, outside of basketball.
Yes.
And me and him, we just built that relationship, both on and off the court. And it was like every time at open gym or like in the summers when we was having our practices and stuff, we would always be going against each other. Mm-hmm. So just that competitive nature was coming out of both of us. And it's like we were going at it like we hated each other, but we really both like was just competing, and we liked it, and then we were just cool off the court.
Which is kind of how it goes, right? Like that's when you know you have a really good friend is when you can go hard when you're playing the game, but then the minute the whistle or whatever, it's like, okay, we're buds again. Yeah. Like it's all good. It's just competition. Yeah. That's always fun. And of course, you're rocking the Valley Boy sweatshirt. So
got to.
Part of the group now. Got to. What are your thoughts on Valley Boys?
On Valley Boys?
What does Valley Boys mean to you?
I would just say it's like you got a lot of people from a lot of different areas, and everybody brings their own different type of swag. Mm-hmm. But and we brought it all to the Valley. So now we Valley boys.
I love it. How are you liking Phoenix so far? I mean, obviously, Valley boys, you're on board with that. What about the city of Phoenix so far that stood out to you that you've enjoyed? Are you settling
That I've
in?
enjoyed? Yeah, I'm settled in
Okay.
for sure. I feel like everybody in Phoenix is nice. Like everybody I run into just be mad nice. They just be, yeah, hey, how you doing? Like everybody speak to you. They, you know, everybody just nice.
And the weather.
When I first got
Right,
here,
when you first got here was
I
the
was
worst
not a
time.
fan.
But I promise you, especially coming from Chicago, you are going to love our winters. It's like the best time of the entire year.
That 120 degrees was different.
How'd you handle that?
I just never went outside.
Never went outside.
No.
It's one of those heats that's like you walk outside and it instantly just takes like
It just
hours off of your day because you're just drained.
it just make you mad.
Yeah.
Every time I go somewhere, I'm like, I don't want to talk to nobody. Like, it's so hot. Don't say nothing to me. I'm sweating. I don't want to talk right now.
And you can't ever get like cool either.
Yeah.
Because it's just, let's
heat.
not even.
It's like
'cause
somebody
I can
just
go
sit
on for
there
days
just
about
blowing
it.
their hot breath on you
Yes,
all the time.
not
Like,
a
bro,
good
stop.
look. Okay, so I want to talk about your Instagram page. There are two hashtags specifically that you use quite often. The first is Bulldog season. So break that down for me. What is Bulldog season to you? Let us in on this hashtag.
Bulldog season means that I have a lot to prove.
Okay.
I'm playing with a lot of anger and a lot of passion. And I'm just a bulldog. You know, I just play with that intense energy and that anger.
So what are you trying to prove? What are your goals?
That I belong in this league.
And this goes back from even when you were younger?
Yeah.
Like, tell us that story. Like, where did it start?
Probably back from 5th grade.
Okay.
So when we were younger, we had like these rankings or whatever in the state of Illinois, and I was never on it. Like no matter how they did it, like top in the state, top in your city, top anywhere, or if they did it by position. So it's like, so growing up, I played shooting guard. I didn't really play point.
Okay.
So it was like the top shooting guards. I was never on it. So I'm like, okay, maybe they think I'm a point guard. So I look at the point guard list, never on it. But I never looked at the list. It was always my cousin. And he would always let me know, like, bro, they don't got you on the list. Like, they got such and such on the list. You're not on the list. So I'm like, all right. So whoever would be on that list, whenever I came across him, I made sure I destroyed him. And then I would wait for my cousin to come to me next time.
That would suck to be on the other side of that.
I would wait for him. I would wait for him to come to me next time to tell me like, yo, you're this on the list.
This is the next one.
And he'd be like, yo, you're still not on the list. So I'm like, dang, like what I gotta do to get on the list? I'm like, all right. So he would tell me like whoever I would play against, after I destroyed him, he would just be like, yo, he moved down a few spots. Or up a few spots, however you want to say it. And I'm like, oh, what, they just thought he had a bad game? He like, yeah, I guess so. I'm like, all right. So it just kept happening, just kept happening. And no matter what I did, it just kept happening.
Yeah.
And if I did make the list, I was like the last name. So if it was 25 players, I was 25.
Okay.
So I was like, okay.
And that's just kind of like something that's followed you for
Everywhere from grade school to high school to college to now.
Do you feel like even after grade school, you were still trying to prove yourself?
Yes.
Like throughout all of those different levels?
Yeah.
When do you think you'll be satisfied? Do you
Honestly,
think you'll ever be satisfied?
No, probably not.
Because you're always just wanting to strive for more greatness.
Yeah.
We can get on board with that, Jevon. We can get behind this.
Like my father, he always had a quote he would tell me. He said, always humble, never satisfied.
Okay, that's a solid quote. Let's talk a little bit about your family. I know that your mom and dad were both pretty instrumental in terms of your basketball career. My friend Chris Vernon, who actually does
The
radio
Grizzlies?
in the Grizzlies when the trade went down. He texted me. He was like, "You're gonna love Jevon, but you're gonna love his mom even more." So I need to know about your mom.
What you want to know about her?
I've heard, basically he said that she is the nicest human being you'll ever meet, but she is the loudest fan you will ever hear.
Definitely, she
So
talks a lot.
Is that facts?
She definitely talks a lot,
Okay.
and she's gonna be heard when she talks.
Is it one of those things where growing up playing and even now, can you pick out your mom's voice in a crowd when she's cheering?
For sure.
And what is it like?
Because she knows when to say something.
Okay.
So if I'm at the free throw line and it's quiet, she starts yelling.
Oh,
And she's
no.
the only voice I can hear. I'm like, oh yeah,
What
my
is she
mom's here.
yelling?
It's like, yeah, my mom's here. No, anything.
That's fantastic.
Anything.
What's your relationship like with her? Are you guys pretty tight?
Yeah, we're pretty close, yeah.
What was her involvement in terms of the basketball stuff? I know I read an article that she said when you were 5 years old, she knew that you would make it to the NBA one day.
She just put it in my father's hands.
Okay.
She just left it all up to him, and she just been watching like a fan. Like honestly, she's really just been a fan. Like she just come to the game and just be a fan.
That's awesome.
That's really all it is. It's like she don't really know what's going on, and sometimes she just watches. She just like, I just see you moving, and I just feel like you doing a good job.
I mean, that's gotta feel so good though.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's gotta be so great. Mom doesn't even care about.
Like she don't care about what's going on, whether we winning, losing.
She's there to cheer you on and
That's
be your
all it
biggest
is.
supporter. Okay, what about Dad? What was it like growing up with him and him helping you kind of build this craft?
We had that father-son, coach-player relationship.
Okay.
So it was like he was coaching me literally 24/7. Literally 24/7.
Is it still like that today?
Yeah, but it's not 24/7. It's not 24/7 now. It's
But
like
when he's in town. He's
yeah.
like, hey, I watched that game the other night.
Definitely. He's definitely like that. Or he'd be sending me messages and stuff, like letting me know like what to correct, what to fix, stuff I need to work on. Because he still feel like he got to tell me what to work on now. I'd be like, I think we got it.
I mean, you know how it is. Mom, Dad, they always know best, right?
Yeah.
No matter how old we get. What's your favorite basketball memory growing up?
Probably my sophomore year. I had 43 points in a game in high school.
Okay.
But it was everything that led up to that game.
Okay, tell us the whole story.
All right, so a week before that, we had a game. I played bad. I was in foul trouble. We barely won. We beat a team that we should have blown out. We won like in an overtiming thriller. Like I played on a team with my brother, and he hit the game winner. And like we was happy and stuff. And my dad was just like, "What are y'all happy for? Like y'all should have been won that game. The game should have been over." So after that, he was talking to me the whole week. So you know, in high school, you only play like one on the weekends.
Right.
So that was Friday, and we have a game till next Friday. And he was just, every day I heard about that game and about what I need to do and what I don't need to do. And I shot bad that game too. So he was like, the next game, like stop starting off the game shooting threes. Like try to get a layup, a free throw, something. And the first thing I did the next game was shoot a deep three. I made it though. Like the team, they was in a 1-3-1 zone. And they was tall. Everybody was big on their team. So I was like, man, I'm finna let it fly. And it went in. As soon as it went in, I looked at him. He just started shaking his head in the crowd.
Did you get it? Did you get it after the game?
No.
He didn't give you the talking to?
He told me something about a turnover I had. I'm like, man, I just had 40 and you talking about a turnover? I'm like, I do not want to hear that right now, okay? Can I get good game?
After we talk about the turnovers. Come on, you know this. Okay, so I saw a really interesting tweet yesterday. So your actual name is Leroy. You're named after your father, right? And your grandfather?
Yeah.
But you go by Jevon. Is Jevon your middle name?
Yeah.
Just like that lineage, does it go pretty far back? Are you close with your grandfather as well?
I was. He passed away. I wear him and my grandma. I wear them every day.
Oh, That's precious.
My grandmother's name is Willie, and my grandfather's name is Leroy, but everyone called him Jack because he played Black Jack 21 so much.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does your dad go by Leroy, or does he have a nickname too?
Nah, he go by Leroy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And the only reason I don't go by Leroy is because I have a middle name.
Okay.
Like, they don't have middle names. Their name is just Leroy Carter.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's a cute story. I like that.
Yeah. Every wristband, and normally every hat I wear says Willie and Jack, but this is my Press Virginia hat.
Okay.
You know.
But you always have.
I always have
them
Willie
with
and
you?
Jack. Yep.
That's
Wherever I
sweet.
go.
I really like that story. Okay, so one of the other hashtags is Treadmill Mentality. Now, this started when you were in college.
Yeah.
You can give us the Cliff Notes version of this because I think some people have heard it, but break down where that one came from.
Treadmill Mentality. Bob Huggins.
Mm-hmm.
In practice, any mistake you made, you had to get on a treadmill. 15 miles per hour for 45 seconds. And
That's quick.
Right when you're done, you got to get right back into the drill. It's like no sit there, wait, catch your breath, get off the treadmill, go right back into the drill. So you're already tired. So if you go right back in the drill and you make another mistake, right back to the treadmill. So that's just a continuation, just nonstop for 3 hours every practice. And that's just where it came from, honestly. And it's like, if you could play for Bob Huggins, you could play for anybody. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, because you wrote in the Players Tribune article that for him it was as long as you played harder every possession than the other team, that's what he wanted from you. And I mean, from my perspective, I feel like we can see that even in your game today. Like, you're always out there. Same idea with going back to coach and talking about you're always up to something. It's like you literally are, though. You know what I mean?
That's how I
back from college. Or
that's
was
how
that
I
even
played
before?
for the last 4 years. For the last 4 years, that's how I played every day, not just every game.
Right.
Every single day, whether it was open gym, practice, shoot around, everything. That's how we did everything. Like, we never had like a relaxed day. So it's just instinct now.
How do you feel like that time with Coach Huggins kind of shaped you or changed you as a player?
He helped me tremendously. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be playing as hard as I do right now, because I don't think no other coach could have made me play as hard as I do now. Like, I always thought I played hard, but he taught and showed me that I could unlock another level.
Do you see any similarities between him and Monty in terms of just kind of, like you were saying with Monty, you're just like, yes, I want to run through a wall for this guy.
Yeah.
Same thing kind of with Coach Huggins?
Definitely. It was the same way. Every year, I always felt like we could win a national championship. Like,
awesome.
Not even just like, oh, we're going to go to the tournament. It was like, we're going to win. And we were this close every year, and we just could never get it. But I always felt like I had a chance all 4 years to win a national championship.
Okay, so the first couple times that this treadmill mentality happened to you, how tired were you? Did you ever puke?
No, I never puked. I never got to the point to where I puked.
That's
Never.
Good.
But I for sure was tired. For sure. Like, he had me. I remember calling my dad a few weeks after maybe like the second or third week I was at West Virginia. I called him and was like, I think we made the wrong decision. I'm like, this is too hard.
Really?
Yeah. And he was like, man, you only been there a few weeks. I'm like, you have no idea. What are we doing right now?
I have
I'm
never
like,
run this much
if
in
I
my
told
entire
you,
life.
you wouldn't believe me. I'm like, you wouldn't believe me? He's like, no, you're not. Y'all not doing that. I'm like, okay, come watch us then. Like, it was that bad. And then he was like, you're not a quitter. Just stick it out. I'm like, all right, bro.
Probably one of the best things you've ever done, right? Is stick it out.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure. Okay, so one of the other things that has been talked a lot about your game is your shooting. And I know you put a lot of work in this off season on that part of your game. So break down what you did this off season to improve your shooting.
All right,
You never take like a break. It seems like every story, because I already know the answer to this question. It's like every single thing is always at a 100% all the time. It's impressive.
I gotta be.
Saying.
I gotta be. But honestly, though, this isn't new for me. Like, I didn't just start doing that.
Okay. Well, tell us what you did.
Um,
Because I'm keeping it a secret over here.
okay. I just get in the gym, like, sometimes, like, I just like to go in the gym either real early or real late, and I'll just shoot on a gun. And I'll probably get up to, like just a regular day in the summer, probably like 1,500 shots, 1,000, I said 1,100, 1,000, and then like low volume days like 500, and it's just when I get to the point to where I'm feeling tired in my workouts, I probably work out for like another 30 to 45 minutes, because then I know at the end I'm gonna be dead tired, and if I'm making shots when I'm dead tired, I should definitely make them when I'm fresh.
Absolutely. So this isn't just this summer that you did that. This is going back
This is like
summers and summers ago.
yeah, I've been doing this since high school.
When did you start this shooting stuff in the summertime? Like, what was it that was like, oh, let's put up 1,000 shots today?
My dad and my uncle,
Yeah.
they used to wake me up at like 5:30 in the morning to go to the gym to shoot. And I used to be like, dude, we got 24 hours in a day.
5:30.
Why do it have to be 5:30?
Does it really make a difference?
Man, I used to be so mad about that. Like, out of all the time we have in a day, y'all want to go at 5:30 on a summer day. Like a regular summer day, like 5:30, that's what they want to choose.
I love your dad, just from all these stories, but I'm so glad he wasn't my dad. I could
That man
not
was
handle the
crazy.
5:30 mornings, man. Oh my gosh, that would kill me. But obviously it worked out. We've seen you hit some really big shots this season already in just the 4 games or so. How has that felt for you? Are you feeling good out there?
I gotta give a lot of credit to Coach though, cause he lets me be comfortable. Like it's real big for you to play for a coach that allows you to just play your game. He just always tell us like, if you work on a shot, shoot it every time, shoot it with confidence, no matter when, shoot it with confidence. And it's like, you got a coach telling you not to shoot the ball.
Right, that'll kill it for you.
Man, It's like, that's why I feel like we gonna be all right.
I think so. So give us that.
On a
Forward looking here.
future?
I don't need a prediction. Just what do you think the future is going to look like for this group, just in this small sample size and time that you've spent with
I'm gonna
it?
just say this. I feel like the world gonna find out what the Phoenix Suns are about.
All right, I like that. I could see that something was brewing with that smile. Okay, so couple final things. We haven't really gotten to get to know you too much on the Jevon Carter person side of things. So we're going to do a couple rapid fire questions. These are all really fun and goofy, so have as much fun with it as you want.
All right.
So the first question, the resident question on this podcast. Do you eat mac and cheese with a fork or a spoon?
A fork.
Thank you. I'm just making sure.
All
This
right.
is how I judge. You know how it's like pineapple on pizza? Are we going to be friends or not? Mine is the fork or spoon with mac and cheese. It's got to be a fork, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Just so everyone knows. If you could play a character in any movie, which character would it be and why?
Michael Jordan in Space Jam.
Okay. That's a no-brainer. You don't even have to tell me why.
Yeah.
We all know why.
No brainer.
Best pump-up song for the gym or just song to get you pumped before a game?
I don't know. That changes all the time.
Okay, what are some of the ones that are in your current rotation right now? You can give me a handful.
Right now, I just throw on Lil Durk. Just throw him on shuffle.
Okay.
Honestly,
Okay.
he get me right. He get me right before games.
If you could play basketball one-on-one with any NBA legend, past or present, who would it be?
Derrick Rose.
Okay. That's a cool one. Not exactly what I was expecting, to be honest. You caught me off guard there. What is it about Derrick Rose that you enjoy so much?
Man, y'all have no idea. Like, this man is crazy. I watched him from high school. Like, my high school, when I was a youngin', my high school played his high school. We went to the game, and he was just crazy. And I just been watching him ever since. And then he go to Memphis. My mom is from Memphis.
Right.
He goes to Memphis, watches him there. Then he comes back and play for the Bulls. I'm still there. The games are on 24/7. And it's like all you was hearing and seeing was Derrick Rose. And then he was a point guard, and that's what I was trying to become. So just literally just watching him 24/7. It was like, then he's from Chicago. He really made me feel like I can go to the NBA.
That's awesome.
For
I
real.
really like the answer to this because usually it's, listen, and this is no shade. Obviously, Michael Jordan's, LeBron's, like those kind of players, they're go-to answers. I get it, but this one was really cool and
See,
it had
like
some nice backstory. I like it.
my father was always about being real. So he's like, be a realist. Like Michael Jordan is 6'6", 6'7", crazy athletic. Like LeBron James, 6'9", like crazy built. It was like Derrick Rose is just 6'1", 6'2". He's just real fast, could jump. And I'm like, I just always felt like I can develop that jumping. Like it's gonna come one day. I'm like, it's gonna come one day. I just gotta keep working. Like, so it was just like watching a guy like him. He really made me feel like I could do what he's doing.
Nice, and now you are. Are you a morning or a night person?
Night.
Those 5:30 mornings
Yeah.
did you in, didn't it?
Yeah.
What was the last movie you watched, and how would you rate it?
The last movie I watched. I go to movies all the time.
No, you can't. Just blinking a little bit. Did you see The Joker?
I didn't see The Joker. It was like before that came out.
Let's see.
Maybe I think it was, I don't know, to be honest. Maybe, I think it was the Hobbs and Shaw movie, like
I
the
haven't
Fast
seen
and
that
Furious.
one. Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, I liked it.
Did
I liked
you?
it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, they had to have the best like car chase scene ever
Okay.
in that
I
movie.
honestly haven't been in the movie theaters in like 6 months, I feel like.
See, I'm old school. I go to
been
the
a
movies.
long
I like to
time.
go to movies like all the time.
It's been a really long time. I should probably do that too. What's one thing that's on your bucket list?
I want to play against Derrick Rose.
Okay. I mean, it might happen.
Last
Pretty
year,
soon.
the 3 times I played the T-Wolves, he didn't play.
No.
Nah. So I've never like got a chance to play against him.
Are you gonna be nervous?
No.
Like, what is that gonna like? Okay, did you know that he wasn't playing before the game, or was it like a game time decision?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was
He
that
was either
feeling
hurt or
leading
like
up?
sitting out with rest or something like that.
So what was that feeling leading up to those games, thinking that that might be the game?
I was just ready. I was just super pumped. Like,
Yeah.
I'm about to play against my idol. That's all it was.
Have you met him? Like
No,
spent a
no.
good amount of time with him, or just kind of in passing?
Yeah, just in passing. I've never actually like met him. I've seen him a bunch of times in person, but I've never met him though.
Okay, we're gonna make this happen. I'm gonna try and like make something happen here, just because keep that in my back pocket. Okay, favorite TV show.
Martin.
Okay, that's a good one.
It's on BET all the time. That's all I'm watching when I turn the TV on.
Especially on the road.
Yeah.
What piece of advice have you gotten that was the most rewarding?
What's the most rewarding? Probably, like what I could think of just off the top of my head, probably just my dad just always saying, like, always humble, never satisfied.
Yeah, I like that one.
That really means a lot to me.
Who's your favorite superhero and why?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Honestly, I don't know. It's like ever since the first Spider-Man movie, I just fell in love with Spider-Man. It was like, Spider-Man is just the best out of all of them to me. So I'm like, Spider-Man.
And you wore Spider-Man onesies growing up.
You know, so I was like,
it's been there
I had a
for long
Spider-Man
time.
little blow-up bouncy ball I used to play with in the house on my little hoop. It was just Spider-Man.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
They just came out with a Spider-Man game. I got it. Beat the level like 20 times.
Xbox or PlayStation?
PS4.
Okay. How good are you at video games?
I'm okay. It take me a while.
Okay.
But I'm okay.
Have you played any of your teammates yet?
In 2K, yeah. Yeah, we played a few times in 2K.
Have you won?
Yeah, I beat everybody.
Oh, really? Okay, so then you're not that bad.
Went through the whole team, yeah.
Even Devin?
Even Devin.
That's impressive. Because he's always been like the top dog when it comes to video games.
Yeah,
Although I
ask
don't
him.
know if he's a basketball. If it's more
I beat
like
him in
the
Madden
shooting
too.
games.
Oh, I thought you was about to say Madden.
No,
I
like
beat
the
him in
shooting
Madden.
games.
I definitely beat him in Madden too.
Well, that's impressive, Jevon.
And I don't even play Madden.
Okay.
I don't play Madden at all.
I'm going to bring this up, Devin, just to throw a little bit of shade on it.
Make sure you bring it up. Make sure you bring it up.
I got you. Okay, last question. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
I don't know. I'm not really big on like traveling around the world.
Really?
I've never like opened up a magazine or something and be like, oh yeah, I want to go there. I don't know. That was just never me. I was just always like, at the time and where I was like, I can't afford to go there, so I'm not even gonna think about going there.
Okay.
So that's just how I am now. It's just like, I don't know. I'm over it.
And well, then during the off seasons, are you usually back home or?
Yeah, either home. I go back to college, and I just stay where I'm at.
Okay, I'm not mad at it. Jevon, thank you so much for hanging out with us today and giving us a little bit of an insight into your life and your mind. We appreciate it. And we'll have to do this again, maybe with Derek Rose. We'll see.
Maybe.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone.